Hello and welcome to Practical Personal Finance. My name is Andrew Shear, and this is where I give you the information you need to understand and succeed with money. Yesterday, U.S. President Donald Trump signed an executive order related to federal student loan debt relief in the United States. Today, I'm going to get you up to speed on what just happened and how it could impact your federal student loans. Make sure you stick around until the end when I'll discuss the forthcoming disputes about the legality of the executive order and my opinion of whether or not it will stick. If you have federal student loans, then smash that like button. And if you're new here, hit that subscribe button and join the conversation in the comments below. We'll begin by discussing what actually just happened. Last week, Congress, which includes both the Democrat-controlled House of Representatives and the Republican-controlled Senate, failed to come to an agreement on a new economic stimulus package. That's a problem, because now they're out of session for a month until Labor Day. This means the earliest possible date which a new stimulus package could realistically be approved by Congress is on September 9th. Millions of Americans are struggling financially due to the coronavirus, and with the general election less than 3 months away, President Donald Trump decided he needed to at least try something to help people out. So yesterday, he signed an executive order to provide some economic relief. The executive order included several different forms of relief related to unemployment, housing, and the topic of this video, federal student loans. Trump's executive order will extend benefits for student loans provided by the CARES Act, which currently expire on September 30th, until December 31st of this year. That means if you have federal student loans, your interest rate will remain at 0% through the end of this year. It also means that your minimum monthly payments will remain at $0 through the end of this year. So what does this mean for you? If you have federal student loan debt, it's great news. You won't need to make any payments for at least 4 or 5 more months, and you don't need to worry about interest accruing on your federal student loans during that time. Pretty simple, but there are 2 important angles to consider here. First is whether or not the extended benefits will count toward public service loan forgiveness. Under the CARES Act, the minimum monthly payments of $0 still counted as a monthly payment for those in the public service loan forgiveness program. It is not explicitly stated in Trump's executive order that this aspect of the CARES Act will be extended, so we can't be sure at this point whether or not these additional months will count toward public service loan forgiveness. The executive order simply mentions extending the policy of 0% interest and $0 monthly payments provided by the CARES Act. Keep an eye on this if you're seeking public service loan forgiveness. Second is that the CARES Act requires student loan servicers to send out a letter to borrowers informing them of the benefits ending on September 30th. Some servicers may have begun sending out these letters already, or they may be planning to send them in the next week or 2. So, you may get a letter in the mail that says your CARES Act benefits are ending September 30th and you'll need to resume payments in October, even though this is no longer true and you shouldn't need to resume payments until January. And finally, we need to consider whether or not Trump's executive order will stick. Technically, for it to be legal, any federal spending must be approved by Congress. And this executive order includes a lot of federal spending that was not approved by Congress. It begs the question of whether or not it was legal for Trump to sign the executive order into law. Republicans in Congress might say he's gone too far. Democrats might say he hasn't gone far enough. In my opinion, the benefits provided to student loan debt under the executive order will stick. It doesn't involve spending so much money, only sacrificing some income for the government temporarily. And it helps out over 10% of the population. We could see some additional benefits added later, but I doubt it would be scaled back. If you've got student loans, you may be interested in some of my other videos. I've recently covered topics like whether or not you should refinance your student loans right now, which student loans could be forgiven if Joe Biden were elected president, Joe Biden's plan for tackling the student loan debt crisis, and the fastest way to pay off your student loan debt. I'll leave links to all 4 of those videos in the description. What do you think of Trump's executive order? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, and consider supporting my channel by becoming a subscriber with notifications turned on. Thanks for watching. I'm Andrew Shear, and I'll see you next time.